Being an NFL head coach is a lot more difficult than you think. But who is ranked as the #1 best?
Would Kyle Shanahan be in my top 7 in terms of picking a head coach in the future? Sure.
There are 7 new head coaches entering the 2021 NFL campaign, and 5 entering year 2 on the job with their respective clubs. It's time to present our annual rankings for all 32 NFL head coaches, based on past performances, experience, and how we expect them to fare in 2021. Number 32, David Culley, Houston Texans. The longtime assistant coach finally landed his first head coaching position at the age of 65. Culley was the Ravens' passing game coordinator, as well as wide receivers coach and assistant head coach for 2 seasons. But he's never even held an offense or defensive coordinator role at the NFL level. And he might not have his star quarterback Deshaun Watson, so good luck with that, coach. Number 31, Zach Taylor, Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals hired Taylor in 2019, hoping his success with the Los Angeles Rams would help fix a stale offense. But the Bengals are just 6-25-1 under Taylor. Their offense ranked 30th in scoring during the 2019 season and 29th in 2020. Having a healthy Joe Burrow for a full season should help, but the results haven't been there for Taylor thus far. 2021 will be a make or break year for him. Number 30, Nick Sirianni, Philadelphia Eagles. After spending 3 seasons as Frank Reich's offensive coordinator in Indianapolis, Sirianni got his first kick at the head coaching can. Expectations are low for the Eagles coming off a dismal 2020 season, which led to the departures of Carson Wentz and Doug Peterson. For Sirianni, it's all about helping Jalen Hurts develop into a franchise QB. We'll see what he can do. Number 29, Dan Campbell, Detroit Lions. Campbell was the Saints' assistant head coach and tight ends coach from 2016 to 2020. He was the Miami Dolphins' interim head coach in 2015, going 5-7. You gotta love Campbell's passion and energy. Remember his epic kneecap soundbite.
This team's going to be built on, we're going to kick you in the teeth, all right? And when you punch us back, we're going to smile at you. And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off. All right. And we're going to stand up, and then it's going to take 2 more shots to knock us down. All right. And on the way up, we're going to take your other kneecap, and we're going to get up, and then it's going to take 3 shots to get us down. And when we do, we're going to take another hunk out of you. Before long, we're going to be the last one standing.
This is going to be a long building period in Detroit, but Campbell could be the right man for the job. Number 28, John Gruden, Las Vegas Raiders. Sure, he's a Super Bowl winning head coach, but that was back in 2002 with a different franchise. Gruden's return to the NFL has been far from pretty, a 19-29 record, including back-to-back late season collapses in 2019 and 2020. The defense is awful. Gruden's late game management has come under the microscope many times. Credit him for maximizing the talents of Derek Carr, Darren Waller, and Josh Jacobs. But unless the Raiders become a playoff team in 2021, we have to keep him near the bottom. Number 27, Vic Fangio, Denver Broncos. The Broncos are 12-20 under Fangio. He's built a good defense and all, but his late game management and inability to help Drew Lock put it all together has led to constant frustration in the Mile High City. The Broncos made plenty of aggressive offseason moves in hopes of pushing for a playoff spot. This could be Fangio's last chance. Number 26, Mike McCarthy, Dallas Cowboys. McCarthy won a Super Bowl with the Packers back in the 2010 season, but his offense grew stale over time, and his relationship with Aaron Rodgers soured. Sure, he didn't have Dak Prescott for 11 games last year, but it's not like McCarthy's team was looking any better before the injury. Many believe McCarthy was undeserving of the job, and so far it's looking like they were right. Number 25, Robert Saleh, New York Jets. He is more than qualified to be a head coach. He was on the staff of the Seattle Seahawks Legion of Boom defense that won Super Bowl 48, and he had 4 brilliant years as Kyle Shanahan's defensive coordinator in San Fran. His defense was instrumental in taking the Niners to Super Bowl 54. He's the ultimate player's coach and a great motivator. He is exactly what the long-time losing Jets franchise need. Number 24, Brandon Staley, Los Angeles Chargers. Staley spent 1 season as the Los Angeles Rams defensive coordinator. All that unit did under his watch was finish first in points against and yards against. They were also first against the pass and third against the run. Oh, and Aaron Donald won his 3rd Defensive Player of the Year award. It was enough for Staley to earn his first NFL coaching position. He's exactly what the Chargers need after blowing so many games as a result of questionable coaching decisions. 23, Urban Meyer, Jacksonville Jaguars. Meyer came out of retirement for his first ever NFL coaching position. Jaguars owner Shahid Khan was able to bring in the man with 3 national championships on his resume. Meyer's transition could either be a huge success, a la Pete Carroll, or a giant flop, like Chip Kelly. Having Trevor Lawrence as his starting quarterback should help. Number 22, Arthur Smith, Atlanta Falcons. Turning Ryan Tannehill Tannehill into a Pro Bowl quarterback, and helping Derrick Henry win back-to-back rushing titles is all Smith needed to land his first head coaching gig. The Atlanta Falcons are hoping that the offensive-minded Smith can get the most out of the 2016 MVP Matt Ryan. While the weapons are there for him to work with, Matty Ice has Calvin Ridley, Hayden Hurst, Russell Gage, and can't-miss tight end Kyle Pitts to build around. The Falcons may not compete for the postseason, but Smith feels like a great fit to lead this offensive machine into the future. Number 21, Matt Nagy, Chicago Bears. The Bears defense has been elite under Nagy. The unit has propelled this team to 2 playoff berths in 3 of his seasons. Problem is, Nagy was brought in to help the defense. The former Kansas City Chiefs offensive coordinator was hired to help the offense, and more specifically, to develop 2017 second overall pick Mitch Trubisky. That didn't happen, and now it's on to Justin Fields. But if the 2021 first-round pick struggles in year 1, it could be the end of Nagy's tenure in the Windy City. Number 20, Matt Rule, Carolina Panthers. There was a lot to like about Rule's first season as an NFL head coach. Carolina won just 5 games, but 4 different guys recorded 1,000 yards of offense. That doesn't include Christian McCaffrey, who only played 3 games last year. Rookies Jeremy Chin and Derek Brown showed signs of superstardom too. But the rebuild in Carolina is already looking promising under Rule. Number 19, Cliff Kingsbury, Arizona Cardinals. Kingsbury has done a wonderful job developing Kyler Murray into a star. The offense has been fun to watch, but Kingsbury's questionable game management was a key reason for Arizona's late season collapse in 2020. He's young and still learning at the NFL level. Arizona could do a lot worse, but no more excuses. It's postseason or bust for Kingsbury and company in 2021. Number 18, Mike Zimmer, Minnesota Vikings. Zimmer has done a lot of great stuff, but there's a case to be made that he's worn out his welcome in Minnesota. Ditto for GM Rick Spielman. But owner Ziggy Wilf obviously likes what they're doing. It just feels like many could use a fresh voice. At any rate, Zimmer has a .576 winning percentage and 3 playoff berths with the Vikings, so that counts for something. Number 17, Joe Judge, New York Giants. The Giants went a mere 6-10 and narrowly lost out on the NFC East last year. Still, it's hard to not love the work of first-year head coach Joe Judge. The former New England Patriots special teams coordinator has found a balance between running a tight ship and also allowing some fun. The Giants love playing for Judge. With a few more wins in 2021, he could totally find himself in the top 10 of next year's rankings. Number 16, Brian Flores, Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins have quickly turned a corner under Flores. He's an obvious exception to the belief that Bill Belichick's assistants can't cut it as head coaches. Miami won 10 games last season despite lackluster play from their quarterbacks. Tua Tagovailoa can only improve after a mediocre rookie year. If the pieces fall into place, Flores should be rewarded with a postseason berth in year 3. Number 15, Kevin Stefanski, Cleveland Browns. It feels weird putting the reigning coach of the year this far down the list. The thing is, Stefanski's only been a head coach for 1 year. So far, so good. What Stefanski did to turn around the Browns following a disastrous 2019 season was nothing short of admirable, but consistency is key. So we'll wait to see more from Brown and their head coach before we move him to the top of our list. Number 14, Mike Vrabel, Tennessee Titans. 3 years of Vrabel has turned into 3 winning seasons for the Titans, including a division title and an AFC title game appearance. Vrabel has unlocked Ryan Tannehill's potential, and he's helped Derrick Henry take his game to the next level. The only thing that's really holding Vrabel back at this point is his defense, which ironically is the area you'd expect him to specialize in. Number 13, Ron Rivera, Washington football team. What an inspirational story Rivera was, leading the football team to an NFC East division title a year after they finished a dismal 3-13. Rivera has done the impossible and brought some respectability to Dan Snyder's franchise. He's put together one of the league's top defenses, anchored by Chase Young. This team, dare we say, is on the rise under the 2-time Coach of the Year. Number 12, Matt Lafleur, Green Bay Packers. Lafleur could be higher because of his 26-6 record, and the fact Green Bay has made it to 2 NFC title games under his watch. But Lafleur's game management in those 2 playoff losses have become a big black eye on his resume. Taking a field goal late in the 4th quarter of the 2020 NFC Championship game will stand as one of the worst coaching calls in recent memory. Will that be the moment that defines his career, or will he finally help the Packers break through and win their 5th Super Bowl title? Number 11, Kyle Shanahan, San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers regressed mightily in 2020 because of all those injuries to key players, but they'll be back in contention for 2021. Shanahan has a healthy Jimmy Garoppolo and a talented rookie in Trey Lance to work with. Sure, 2020 was a disappointment, but don't underestimate the Niners and their head coach. By this time next year, we could very well be talking about how Kyle Shanahan finally got over the hump and won his first Lombardi trophy. Number 10, Bruce Arians, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Well, Arians certainly has no regrets about coming out of retirement to coach the Bucs. It only took him 2 years to lead this franchise to its 2nd Super Bowl ever. Arians and Tom Brady turned out to be the perfect match. The doubters were definitely wrong, and if Arians could lead the Bucs to 1 more title before he retires, he should seal himself a spot in Canton. Number 9, Mike Tomlin, Pittsburgh Steelers. Tomlin gets a lot of criticism, but people tend to forget that the Steelers haven't had a losing season since his arrival in 2007. Tomlin coached Pittsburgh for 12 wins and a division title in 2020, despite a frustrating offense. He's a world-class motivator and the leader of this historic franchise. He's not going anywhere, Steelers fans, so you better start appreciating what you have in him. Number 8, Pete Carroll, Seattle Seahawks. 9 straight winning seasons for Carroll and the Seahawks, who won their first NFC West title since 2016, despite rumors of a rift between Wilson and Seahawks management. Carroll once again has his team locked and in focus. With each passing year, his Hall of Fame case strengthens more and more. Number 7, Frank Reich, Indianapolis Colts. 2 double-digit wins and a playoff season under Reich. The Colts sure have no regrets about Josh McDaniels backing out. After a season with Phillip Rivers under center, Reich now reunites with Carson Wentz. The latter had his best season in 2017, when Reich was the Eagles' offensive coordinator. If these two can work their magic together once more, the Colts would be a legitimate Super Bowl contender for years to come. Number 6, Sean McDermott, Buffalo Bills. McDermott has quickly changed the culture of this long-suffering Bills franchise. The team won 13 games and a division title in 2020. McDermott's Bills are built to compete over the long run. Expect him to be near the top of these coaching lists for a long time. Number 5, John Harbaugh, Baltimore Ravens. The 2019 Coach of the Year just keeps winning. He has only one losing season since joining the Ravens in 2008. Harbaugh's work with Lamar Jackson has been impressive. He's taken a player that many thought couldn't play quarterback at the NFL level and turned him into a perennial MVP candidate. Looking back, it's hard to believe that the Ravens and Harbaugh were oh so close to parting ways at one point. Number 4, Sean McVay, Los Angeles Rams. The Rams had 0 winning seasons from 2004 to 2016, but they've had 4 straight under Coach McVay, who's quickly proving to be one of the best in the business. Thanks to McVay's success, you'll notice that teams are hiring younger coaches with offensive backgrounds in hopes that they'll find themselves the next Sean McVay. Now all the guy has to do is combine his offensive genius and that loaded Rams roster and turn it into a Super Bowl title. Number 3, Sean Payton, New Orleans Saints. Payton is a lock for the Hall of Fame, regardless of how he fares in the post-Drew Brees era. He's one of the greatest offensive-minded coaches the game has ever seen, so we couldn't doubt his ability to win with Jameis Winston or Taysom Hill. Did you know his winning percentage of .646 is higher than that of Andy Reid, Bill Walsh, and Joe Gibbs? Number 2, Andy Reid, Kansas City Chiefs. Andy Reid has always been one of the league's most successful coaches, but since the 2018 season, he's taken things to a whole new stratosphere. Reid and Patrick Mahomes have been the talk of the NFL over the last 3 years. These two are leading in offense, the likes of which we have never seen. They're the perfect match, and it's why the Chiefs are the class of the NFL right now. Number 1, Bill Belichick. Oh, that's boring. New England Patriots. Sorry to be boring. That's exactly what I just said. Wow, I didn't even know that was going to happen. But Belichick takes our top spot again. It might take 3 more losing seasons before we consider a change. Well, I don't know about that. Such is life when you have 6 Super Bowls and are widely considered to be the greatest coach of all time. So, whatever. What changes would you make to our NFL head coach rankings? Join me in the comment section below. Make sure to follow myself and TPS on social media. We post great content all the time. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, we're on everything. Go subscribe, go follow, go check us out. If you like this video, give it a like. It takes 1 click down below and subscribe to TPS. We post videos every day. Every day's a new video. Of course, thank you so much for watching. I'm Jason Biondo. I'll see you next time.
On my knees.